This
this
conference
should
will
cover,
now be
then we'll go.
recorded.
Okay, then once it will be done, then we'll go to data modeling. So data modeling, we'll discuss the SAP standard data model, BP, FI, and we'll create a complete custom data model. I'll show you how to create a data model, what is entity, attributes, relationship, all the things I'll discuss. Okay, the next thing is UI modeling, basically user interface, how we are going to design the UI basically in MDG. Okay, so UI basically we need to have some knowledge in FPM, but if we don't have, then we can learn here. Okay, so next thing is process modeling. We are going to discuss the process modeling part. Basically, we are going to discuss the rule-based workflows, how to create a change request, all the things. Okay, integration, all the things we will discuss here. The next things we are going to cover the data quality and search. Basically, data quality search, we need to cover how we are going to configure the duplicate check. Okay, and how we are going to configure the HANA search. Okay, HANA search, a database search, any search, if you're going to configure, okay, how you're going to configure that. Okay, the next thing is that we are going to cover the data replication framework. So here basically how we are going to replicate the data to target system, maybe IDOC web services. We are going to see that how we are going to configure the replication model in MDG. Okay, so next thing is data import framework. So basically how we are going to import the data to the MDG system. Okay, so we are going to discuss the file download, or DIF is there, framework is there. Okay, we are going to discuss that. Okay, the next things we are going to have some knowledge on key mapping, value mapping we have. Then next thing we have MDG APIs, different APIs are there. Okay, so basically here the coding part comes. So coding part with lots of API are there. We are going to use in real-time scenarios. Okay, so to read the data, write the data, lots of API are there. Okay. Then I'll give you the overview of the master data consolidation. Basically, it's, what is consolidation, how we are going to import the data, all the things. I'm going to go the overview on that. The next things we'll discuss the body validation, how to write the body code. Okay, the feeder class validation, BRI validation. I'll give you overview on that. Okay, the next topic is basically workflow, how we are going to configure the workflows. Okay, so might be standard workflow or rule-based workflows in MDG. Okay, the next thing we'll discuss the real-time scenarios so that it will be helpful for you on moving forward. Okay, so this is the course of structure. If I miss something, then we can add later point of time if you need. Okay, okay, okay. It's good. So I'll move forward. Naveen, Ravi, and Bharat.
I have one question here, Riaz. Regarding the UI part, do I need to know about FPM?
FPM is required, but no need. If you don't have the knowledge, then we can learn here.
Okay, fine, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's start the course. Okay. So what is MDG basically? Okay. What is MDG? So you all know that it is a process of governing SAP master data. Okay. It is master data governance. Okay. So what are the master data are there currently in our SAP system? We have different master data are there. We have lots of master data are there. For example, we have material master is there. Material master, customer, vendor, BP, business partner, my data. Can you go on mute? I think lots of background noise is there. Okay, perfectly fine. Okay, so these are the master data currently are there. We have lots of service master is there, and enterprise asset management is there. Lots of master data are there. Okay, so in general, how you create a master data in SAP systems? Okay, generally we have a transaction code for material. If you want to create a material, we have a transaction code MM01 for create. Okay, so MM02 is for change. Generally, for change scenarios. For MM03 is for display. Is for display the material. Okay, similarly for customer we have XT01 for create. The similar XT01, XK01 is there for customer. So BP we have a BP transaction code is there. So FI we have a different transaction code are there. to create different master data in SAP in ECC systems. So what we are do, if we have got a requirement to create a master data, to create a material, so we navigate to MMG1 transition code. We paste basically we put the material type and material industry sector description or unit measure. The moment we click on the save button, okay, the moment we click on the save button, the data simultaneously automatically replicated to ECC system. Okay, automatically to replicated to ECC system. Okay, so here no governance are there. Okay, here no governance are there. The moment you create a customer or change customer or any market deletion, any process you do, the moment you click on the save button, the data automatically replicated to actual ECC table. Basically actual ECC table, the underlying table. What are the underlying tables are there for material master? We have a Mara table is there, we have a Marcy, we have a KN A1 table is there, KN B1 table is there, KN B1 table is there, and KN C1 table is there.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Ranjit.
Give me a second. I think Riyaz got disconnected, so I'm just aligning with
Okay.
him. It might be the network issue. Just give me a second, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I think just now Riyaz joined. Riyaz, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you, people.
Yeah, I think Riyaz. Hello, Riyaz. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me? I got disconnected.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Riyaz, we can hear you now.
Okay, I got disconnected. Okay, fine.
You can continue.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Okay, fine. So let's start. So okay, so these are the tables, are the backend tables for material master, customer master, vendor master. All the tables are there. Okay, so here the process is if you are going to create any master data, okay, for any of the transaction code, the moment you change something or create something, the moment you click on the save button, the material the master touch was simultaneously replicated to underlying the table. Okay, so here no governance are there. Think it is a production environment. Suppose you have access to certain transaction code. Okay, you make changes in the material, moving price, average moving price, or standard price of the material, or you change the plant description, something you change the plant description. For customer vendor, suppose you change the bank master of the customer or vendor. Okay, it directly implicates, directly have a issue on the finance part. Okay, so on that part no governance is there. Here no governance are there. Okay, so the moment you click on the save button, the data will be replicated to actual ECC table at the back end. Okay, so for that reason SAP has come up with the governance features known as MDG. Okay, SAP has governance feature MDG. Okay, on this, so in this what happens that, so even after the creation, through even if you're creating any master touch material, customer, vendor, BP, any master touch through MDG, the data will not be replicated to the ECC simultaneously. The moment you click create a material master, a customer master, so here the data will not be replicated to actual ECC system. So let's give overview on that. Suppose this is your SAP systems. This is your SAP system. Okay, so basically MDG is installed on the top of the SAP system. Backend is always ERP or ERP systems. Okay, so on the top of the ERP we have installed MDG as a component. Okay, remember MDG as a component installed on the top of the ECC. Okay, so suppose this is a SAP system we have, and this is basically MDG is a component we have installed. Okay, so one of the transaction code generally will look afterwards. So we have a transaction code known as NWBC. Okay, it means Net Web Business Client. Okay, through this transaction code you can create all the master tasks. Either it's a customer, vendor, BP, or any master task you need to create. No need to remember all the transaction code. Okay, only one transaction code in MDG we have NWBC, Net Weber Business Client. Okay, through this transaction code you are going to create all the master tasks. Okay, so here when we create any master task, suppose you are creating a material master, the moment whenever you click on the submit button, the data will not move to the actual ECC table present in SAP systems. Okay, actual ECC table, here we have actual ECC table known as Mara. Okay, so whenever you create any master data, it go through the governance process basically. Okay, suppose you are the requester, you are raising a request to create a material master, a customer master. The moment you click on the submit button, it will go to the reviewer to review the changes basically. Okay, so once reviewer will review the changes, then she'll send the data to the approver. Okay, once the final approver approves, then the data will be moved to the actual ECC table. Okay, till that time the data will be a part of MDG. We have a staging area concept known as a staging area table. Staging area. Okay, so what is the purpose of staging area? Staging area is a temporary storage area where the data is stored till the final approver approves the CR. Okay, so suppose you are creating a material, you are the requester. Okay, you are the requester. Okay, so once you request to create a material, it will go to the next level of approval process to review the whatever the data you requested entered is correct or not. Okay, so we have a reviewer. So this is the process you have to define on the workflow. How many levels of workflow process will be there? You can make it a 2 level, make a 3 level based upon the business requirement. Okay, so currently I'm making a 3 level approval process. So requester, whenever he create a material, it will go to the reviewer. A reviewer will verify the data whatever the requester entered, then it go to the approver. Okay, once approver approves, then only data will be navigated and moved to the Mara and Marcy table. Till then, up to approver, the data will be a part of staging area. The staging area concept comes in MDG. It is used to store the temporary data, temporary storage, you can say temporary storage. Okay, so once the data is stored, once the data is after final approval, once the final approver approves, then the data will be moved from this staging area to actual ECC table. Then data will be removed from here automatically. SAP, what it will do, it will remove the data from the staging area and move the data to actual Mara and Marcy table. So this is the concept of MDG. MDG is the process of governance process. Okay, so here we are doing a governance mechanism. So before storing the data to actual ECC tables, so we are applying a governance mechanism. Okay, so once the governance mechanism is satisfied, then the data will be moved to the actual ECC table. Okay, this is one concept why we need a governance, why we need MDG. Different, all we'll discuss all the aspect why we need MDG. This is one aspect. This is the governance is one aspect. Okay, any doubt on this?
Okay, how the data will be transported to ECC system?
Okay, I'll let you know upcoming class. That is basically through access class we have. So access class is basically responsible for moving of data to this system. Okay, so I'll let you know in upcoming session how the data is going to move. So basically remember there the concept of access class. The access class is responsible for moving the data from the staging area to actual ECC table.
Okay, so we don't use ALE ad hoc.
No, replication we need ALE because this is only one system. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is
And
only one
is
system
it,
because on the yes.
yeah, MDG is within our ECC system, on top of our ECC system, or
Yes.
it's something
Yes.
on standalone? Because I know MDM was a standalone system earlier.
Yeah. So basically there are two. I'll go to the deployment option. There are two deployment option: core deployment, hub deployment. I'll just come up to that. I think just give me 5 to 10 minutes. Then I'll explain what is core deployment, what is hub deployment. Okay. Okay. Any doubt on this? So we'll move forward.
And I have another question as well. So is that replication only happen to our ECC system or any other third party system as well?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Okay. Okay, let's discuss the next thing, fundamental principle of our MDG. Already we have discussed the governance process. This is the first process we have discussed the governance process. Okay, MDG first principle is governance. Okay, governance. So what is governance? So in case of whenever we implement MDG, then first principle is governance. The governance mechanism is there. So before storing the data to actual ECC table, the data will be stored in the staging area. Once the final approver approves, then the data will be replicated to the actual ECC table MARA-MARC. Then once the data will be there, then you can process the transitional activities, create PU, sales order, production order. Then you can do rest of the business activities. Okay. So first principle is governance. Okay. Okay. So next, let's go to second principle. What we have. Okay. So second principle is consistency. Okay, consistency. What is consistency? Okay. So now already I have discussed here. So generally you need to remember lots of transaction code in case of ECC. Okay, we have a MM01, 02, 03 different transaction code are there for creation of material master. For customer we have similarly we have different transaction. BP we have different. FI we have different transaction. So FI we have a cost center, profit center, GL account, company. Lots of master data are there for FI. Okay, so different master data associated with different transaction code basically, okay, to create a master data. Okay, but in case of MDG, no need to remember this all the transaction code. Generally whenever we have installed MDG, now if the system is ready to MDG, now you basically don't provide authorization to this transaction code in production environment to any of the user, because only now every user will go to MWC or Fury apps, basically either through MWC or Fury apps, Fury tiles basically. Okay, these are the two medium so where we can go through all the master data. Basically we can create all the master data. No need, don't provide authorization basically to any of the transaction code, because now we have a only one transaction code, either NWBC or Fury tiles. So user have to navigate to NWBC transaction code. If they want to create a material master, the material role will be tagged to the user ID. Then if material role is tagged, then the user is allowed to create a material, create material, change material. If the customer specific role is tagged to the user ID, then that role will appear on the NWBC. Then the user will going to create a customer. Similarly, vendor specific role, basically I'll let you know the role part after some time. So only one transaction code is there, so we need to create all the master data. This talks about the consistency. Okay, so no need to remember all the transaction code or don't provide authorization to any of the transaction code. Okay, so this talks about the consistency. Okay, so now let's talk about the consolidation. So before that, I'll just do one more thing. Okay, so here let me go through here once again. So here already I've discussed you, this is basically SAP system. On the top of the SAP system, MDG is a component basically installed. Okay, MDG is a component. Okay, so So now once the data will be created here, so this is one system. Once the data will be created here, consider this is a hub deployment. Hub deployment means we dedicated this system to create only master touch. No transitional data will be created on this system. Okay, the hub deployment, it means only master data will be created here. Okay, you can call it as a MDG system or hub deployment. Okay, hub deployment means only master data will be created on this system. No transitional data will be created here. Suppose, consider this is hub deployment scenario. Consider this is hub deployment. Okay. So once the master data will be created here and it is moved to the actual ECC table. Now we can connect to different transitional data. So we can connect. So this is one transitional data. The SRM is there, ECC is there, or CRM will be there. Lots of system will be there. Okay, this is one of the system. This is another system. Okay, so we have system one. This is system one. This is system three. Okay, so we can connect non-SAP system. Suppose this is a non-SAP systems. Non-SAP system. Okay, non-SAP system. Okay, so now consider these are the SAP system and this is a non-SAP system. Okay, so once the data is available here, then how the data will be replicated to the system? Okay, here comes data replication framework. Okay, how we are going to replicate the data from this system to these systems. Okay, so we have a concept of IDOC is there. We have a concept of IDOC is there. Web services is there. Web services is there. Services is there. And we have a concept of RFC there. Okay, lots of things are there. Okay, so what you will do? So once the master data will be available in actual ECC table, then we need to configure the data replication framework either through IDOC or web services. Then the data will be moved from this system to this system where your actual transactional activity takes place, our actual business takes place. Okay, so here we need to create purchase order, production order, or sales order, all the business activities take place. Okay, so this is through IDOC, web services, RFC, we can do a data replication. Okay, so if it is a non-SAP system, then we can have configure the XI PI, we can configure the XI and PI. Okay, so we can configure the middleware XI or PI middleware. So what will do? SAP will send the data. SAP will send the data to the middleware, and middleware will transfer the will convert the data into readable format on a system. So the system might data format or JSON format. Okay, systems. Okay, so here the middleware comes into picture. Okay, what happened? Okay, so here let me design once again. We have XI or PI, kind PI. Okay, so non-SAP system understanding might be XML format or JSON format. Okay, what XIPI will do, it will convert the data. Okay, from whatever the data received by IDOC web services RFC to the XML format or JSON format. Okay, JSON format, so non-SAP system will understand. Okay, so this is the complete picture of MDG governance process. This is the complete MDG governance. Okay, data will be created here, then the data will be replicated to this system for the transactional or business activities. Okay, so this is the features of MDG. Okay, so now with MDC consolidation. Consolidation is basically the inward movement of data. Okay, during a time of acquisition or during a time of mass load, the company merge, then bulk amount of data there. Suppose let's come here. Suppose during the time of merger, lots of systems will be there. So this is one system. So we can say this is another systems. This is another system. We have A1, A2, A3. Okay. So these systems have data. Department, they have separate department, they have different database. Okay, so how then the data we need to bring this data, all the department data, okay, to this SAP MDG system. Then at that point of time, consolidation play a vital role. Okay, it is basically inward movement of data. You need to bring a data from the other system to SAP MDG systems. Okay, so now suppose take an example. Suppose one customer is there. Customer is there on this system, and also there in this system, also there in this system. The same customer present in these systems and present in this system and this system. So whenever consolidation takes, whenever we are going to merge all the data and bring here, the consolidation has its own mechanism. Basically, match is there, match, merge, duplicate records, and golden records. Basically, these are the mechanisms that are there for consolidation. So what consolidation will do? Match the record. Finally, duplicate record, then it will merge it and it will give only the one record. What is the best records are there in these systems, okay, and only one record will be replicated to actual your MDG systems, okay, because these systems are duplicate, same customer but different address will be there, same customers of different address will be there, same all the systems have same customer or same vendor but different, something different. Okay, so on that case consolidation will do match the record, merge the record, and calculate the best record, and that best records would move to the actual SEC system. So here we can we can take a golden records and move to the actual our MDG systems. This talks about the consolidation. This is the process of consolidation. Consolidation is basically inward movement of data to MDG systems, and this is basically MDG. MDG is basically governance process. Once the master data will be created here and replicated to actual ECC table, then the data will be moved to the system for transactional business activities. We have IDOC, web services, RFC, all the things are there. Okay, any doubt on this? Okay, you are
Hello,
good.
hello, Riyaz. One question.
Yes.
You are
Yes.
saying that the data will be replicated by application something, right? From MDG to SAP.
Yes.
Okay, and
Yes.
then from these tables, Marci, the data will be transported to the tables on this side, on right hand side.
Yes.
Correct. So this
Because
is
actual business is happening on this. Yes.
okay. Business will be happening on this side, S1, S2, S3, and these sides, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so this is co-deployment or hub model.
Hub. I'm explaining hub deployment. Consider this is hub deployment. Okay. In hub deployment, we dedicated this server is only for master data creation. No transitional activity take place. Okay. So this is basically MDG system. We configure the system as a hub deployment scenarios. Okay. Only master data will be created. No transitional activity take place. For transitional activities, we have different systems. Okay. So on this system, no master data will be created. On this system, no master data will be created because master data is coming from this hub system. Okay.
Okay.
So once the master data will be created here, then the data will be replicated to this transitional activities for the transitional purpose.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so my question is now like this. Suppose you created the data in MDG, you clicked on submit and workflow is triggered now. Okay, so after
Yes.
all the steps are performed and at the end the approver approves it. So where the data will be replicated, it will be replicated to the system S1, S2, S3 or data will be
No.
created in MRC?
Here. So this is basically staging area. So here we are applying a governance mechanism. Okay. Here we are applying governance mechanism. So
Okay.
till the approver, okay, till the approver approves, data will be a part of staging area only. It is not moved to the actual ECC tables. Okay. Once the approver approves, then the data will be moved from the staging area to the actual ECC tables at the back end.
Okay.
Okay.
So still the data is still even if it is approved by a final approver of the workflow, the data won't be replicated to S1, S2, S3 system. It will be only created in Marci tables in SAP system.
So once the data is available, automatically replication triggers because we have configured such a system like that. So once the data is available here, simultaneously replication happens. The moment data is
Okay.
available here, replication triggers.
So two steps will be happening when we click on the approve.
time.
When the approver approves the data, two steps will happen. First step will be SAP Mara master table will be applicated. Data will be created in MDG SAP system, Marci Mara tables, and simultaneously the data will be created in the S1, S2, S3 system. Right?
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other?
So
Okay.
today you are talking only hub
Let's
model,
move.
or you are considering only hub model for this training? Co-deployment will be also considered.
On this system, we have co-deployed basically both master task and transitional activities there. Currently on the demo system, whatever system we
Okay.
are going to have.
So we are going to have co-deployment system in our training for this MDG. I mean, in this training, we will be having co-deployment, not hub model, right? Because I think hub is somewhat costlier, correct? To
Yeah,
maintain.
because yes. I'll explain. This is the next page. I'll explain that. What is the pros and cons of hub and co-deployment? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's move forward. The next thing is integration. Basically, integration. Already we have discussed the integration approach. Different integration approach. One integration approach is connecting MDG system to other SAP system. This is one integration approach. Other integration approach is connecting this MDG system to non-SAP system through XAPI. We have middleware. Okay.
Okay.
Middleware. Okay. So now, so we have, if you want to connect MDG to third-party services, the different third-party services are there. Okay. So different. We have one system. The Vertex is there. So Vertex is one system. Vertex is there. We have DNB is one system. DNB. We have address services is one system. Is system available on the market. If you want to avail, you can have separate license for them. Address services is there. Service is there. So what is the services? Basically, they are going to enrich your master task. Basically, okay. So your master task will be a clean. Basically, suppose you are the requester. What is the use of Vertex system? The moment the requester, whenever creating a customer or vendor, the moment they will enter the country or state, automatically tax will be determined based on this system. It will come to this system. It will pay the tax details and update your NWC, basically the creation whatever the customer you are creating. Okay, so on the fly, basically it will connect to the Vertex system. It will determine based upon the country and state. It will determine the tax details, and it will go back to the NWC, basically your MDG systems. Now update the tax details of the customer or vendor, whatever you are creating. Okay, this is basically available to enrich your master task. Okay, enrich your master task. Okay, so next thing is that DNB is there. Duns and Bradstreet. Perhaps you heard the name Duns and Bradstreet. Duns and Bradstreet is the company which maintain all the legal details of customer vendor. Okay, whatever the updated all the things you will find the customer vendor, customer details, address, phone number, email. All basically they maintain there. This is the additional services. Okay, when you are creating a master, okay, suppose you are the requester, you are creating a master task, you allow the user to create to enter minimum amount of data. See, if you're going to create a customer, there are thousands of fields are there. We have 10 customer, lots of tables are there, thousands of fields are there. Vendor, 100, 200 fields are there. So no one is going to maintain all the fields. Okay. So basically, these are the services are there. These are the different services are there available in the market. Suppose you are going to create a customer. Okay, so you enter the customer number or system. You directly go to DNB based upon the customer number and system or country. It will fetch all the details because DNB is the company that maintain all the details of the customer. Okay, they will bring all the details, bank details or phone number or email ID or something, anything. They will come to DNB systems based upon the customer or some customer or country. They'll bring the data to the MDG system and enrich your data. Basically, no need to maintain all the record. Basically, okay. So the DNB, the additional services is provided. So if you want additional license, will be there. Okay, so similarly address services is there. This is additional external services. If you want, then you can use that. This is basically address standardization purpose basically. Okay, suppose your number of you requester will be there. One requester enter US America maintain America's USA. Okay, suppose you maintain avenue avian, some other user maintain avenue avian UE avenue. Okay, so what it will do, it will come to the address services. Okay, it will find the standardizable address. Okay, so avenue, it will give the actual name, what is the avenue name is there, then it will bring to the MDG system and populate here. Okay, these are the different services, external services available in the market. If you want, you can use them. Okay, so generally Vertex, I have seen many companies using, and I have used DNB. Okay, DNB I have used because based upon the customer country, we are fetching all the details of customer from DNB and populating here. Okay, these are different integration approach we can do on MDG. Okay, we can connect to external services, we can connect to SAP to non-SAP, we can connect these kind of things.
So where does it exist in the our MDG landscape? I mean, where it
Yeah,
will be integrated? It will be integrated with the MDG part of the complete SAP system, or it will be with the SAP part, that is Mara master tables.
No, we have in MDG, we have a enrichment point, enrichment spot is there. So there we need to call the services basically. Okay, so one concept is there, MDG part.
Okay.
Okay, we have enrichment point, enrichment spot is there. There will going to enrich the data basically, because no one, because you this is a master data. Master data should be a clean. So no one is going to maintain all the data basically. Okay, lots of material of 100 200 fields are there. No one is going to maintain all the fields. They are basically going to enrich the data. Might be these services or validation or derivation. Lots of things are there. Body is there. We can enrich the master data basically automatically. Okay,
Okay.
so these are the things are there. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's move to integration is done. The next thing is flexibility. Okay, so let's talk. What is flexibility? So in general, SAP has provided three master data. Whenever we purchase MDG license, SAP provides three master data basically. One is material master. One is BP, business partner, BP, customer, and vendor, and FI. Okay, so whenever we have a MDG license, okay, initially SAP has provided these three master data. Okay, for material master we have a data model concept is here. SAP has provided data model. We have data model on Okay, so in case of business partner, customer, vendor, SAP has provided only one data model, which can through this data model we can create either BP or customer or vendor. Okay, all the three things we can have in only one data model known as BP. Okay, and FI we have a data model known as OG. Okay, this is three data model SAP has provided initially whenever we purchase MDG license, but SAP has given flexibility that you can create your own master data model. So lots of master data are there. SAP has not given here. Okay, like take example bank master, we have employee master. Okay, asset master. Lots of things are there. SAP has not given here. Okay, if you want to create your own data model, you want to govern them basically. Bank master, if you want to govern them, employee master, you want to govern them, you can create your own master data, own UI modeling, own process modeling, own workflow, all the things you can create your own. This is the flexibility SAP has provided. Okay, so this talks about the flexibility. Okay, so next things and last thing, we have a data quality is there. What is data quality? Already we have discussed here the data quality. So one approach is this one, by having external services. Okay, by this we can enrich a master data, you can enhance the quality of master data, so you're not, it makes error free basically. Okay, so this is one of the activities we can do, to improve the quality of master data. Okay, so next thing is that duplicate check. The duplicate check is there. So it can be done very easily in MDG. Basically, it is just a configuration activities. We are going to do that. So what is duplicate check? Suppose your company set if the bank master data are same, then it is considered as a duplicate. Okay. Suppose I have created one customer. I have given a bank account number. Suppose bank account number, bank account 120 something, bank name something, HDF something, I'll give some name again. Okay, suppose this is the customer already I have created by this information. Okay, if someone is going to create another customer with same information, same bank account, same HDF, same bank name, then it considers as a potential duplicate. Okay, that duplicate, the pop-up message will appear on the screen. The already a duplicate entries exist by this information, so you can go reuse that. Don't create a duplicate entries. Basically, by this you can improve the quality of master data. Okay, any doubt on this, any principle of the governance, so we can move forward.
So, Riyadh, as far as I know, there is also body for duplicate check, right? So, would you be taking that body as well?
Yeah, duplicate check is basically configuration. Okay, I give you no body.
No body is required.
No
Hello. Okay, actually, your voice is sometimes breaking.
Okay, can you hear me now clearly?
Even I'm also experiencing the same thing.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay, fine. Please proceed.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear your voice. Can another person also hear the voice who complained?
Now it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's better. So Riyaz, basically you are a technical person or a functional guy for MDG?
Basically, I'm technical functional guys.
Techno-functional. So you started your career as an ABAPer?
ABAP, yeah.
Okay. Actually, I missed introduction part of the training, so that is the reason why I asked.
Okay, fine. No issues. Okay, so let's. Okay, so any doubt on this? We'll move forward, I think. Okay.
Yeah, please move forward.
Okay, so now we'll discuss the deployment of the first things you are going to ask whenever you are going to have in any project. Okay, the first things. So what is the deployment strategy you follow? Okay, the two types are there. One is hub deployment, one is co-deployment. These two types of deployment strategy are there. One is hub deployment and this is co-deployment. So what is hub deployment? Already we have seen here. So this is basically hub deployment. In case of hub deployment, MDG is separate system basically. Okay, MDG is separate system where only master data is created. Case of hub deployment. Okay, so now what is co-deployment? Suppose your client don't have budget, extra budget. Okay, because MDG system means it will take additional cost, additional system, additional database, lots of things are there, additional, all the things are there. Client don't have enough budget for that. Okay, so on that case, client say that I don't have enough budget having an additional system for MDG. I want to implement MDG on my current running system basically. Okay, on that case, suppose take this is the current running system. On this system, the client can have both master data and transaction data activity take place. Okay, what client say? So I want to install MDG on current running system. So SAP has given a provision that you can have MDG on the same system. You can install MDG. Okay, so this is the case of co-deployment. This is the case of co-deployment. Co-deployment. So what is co-deployment? See, in the co-deployment, both master data and transaction data created on the same system. No separate system are there. Okay, so on the same system, both master data and the transaction data is created. So once the master data is created, so here same concept, we have a staging area table we have. So once the master data will be created and
Your voice is breaking, Riaz.
Voice is breaking. Yeah, Riyaz.
We can't hear you too.
Yeah, I can't hear either. Hello, Riyaz. Hello.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, somewhat better now.
Hello.
Yeah, it's better now. It was breaking. Can you repeat this part again? MDG as a co-deployment we have on same system, so we can create transaction data and master data. That's where we lost
Yes.
you.
Okay. Can you hear me now clearly?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So in case of co-deployment, so here we have both MDG systems and transitional activity take place. On the same system we can create a master data and we can apply a governance mechanism. Once the governance mechanism is done, then the data will be available in actual ECC tables, then transitional activity take place. So in the same system, we can have both master data and transitional data. No separate system is there. Okay.
Okay,
So
and
the
how the
client
data
don't
will
have
be
budget.
transported to S1 from MDG?
No
Alien?
transportation because same no transportation will be there because the same system we have a master data and transitional data. Once the data will be activated, data will be automatically replicated to these systems.
Okay, so
Okay,
DRF is not required in this case. In
No,
this case,
not required. Not required because this is the co-deployment scenario. On this system, we have both master data, transitional data. So what is the use of DRF now? Okay. So
yeah.
if we have a different system, this is one system, this is another system, then you need a DRF because now on the same system we have a master data and transitional data. Both things take place. Okay.
Yes.
So what is the use of DRF? No use of DRF.
Yeah. Correct. Agree.
Okay. So this is the case of co-deployment. This is the scenario of hub deployment, and this is the scenario of co-deployment.
So here also still we use the NWPC and the workflows approval.
Yes. All the things. What are the things you are using here? Same thing you can use here. Okay.
And does it also have the same staging area?
Yes. Everything it have staging area. We have staging area. All the things we have. Okay. So basically, if the client don't have enough budget because completely a separate system in separate license, MDG license, separate database you need to have all the things. Okay. And that case, if the client want, they can go to MDG as co-deployment. Okay. Okay, so this is the difference between the MDG hub deployment and co-deployment basically. Okay, so this is the hub deployment scenarios.
So Riaz, one question
So
here. Can you go back to the earlier screen?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Excel?
we said that there is no DRF plus DRF system here, right, for transporting of the data. So first we created the data on the form and we clicked on submit. When we clicked on submit, the data is gone into the workflow. Okay. So after workflow few steps and approval of the approver, the data will be created in the staging table or
In the active
directly
area. Active area. Active area. This is actual ECC tables. Okay. But that,
so no transportation is required from staging data to active area here. I mean, no middleware or something like that. Access class or something like that.
Access class is there. Access class is needed because whenever you are going to move the data from the staging to actual ECC table, then access concept here. So once the final approver approves, then the access class concept is here. Then move the data from this to this.
So in co-deployment, we don't need DRF, but we need access class. That's what you're saying?
The access class is there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay, let's move forward. So here some pros and cons are there. So of the MDG systems. So let me. The hub deployment, some pros are there. Okay, so obviously the speed of innovation with new SAP MDG capabilities we have because the completely new systems. So speed is always good. So clear system records because it's completely in you are going to set up a completely new system. Okay, at that point of time, you can get a clear record. You can remove the duplicate records. Okay, by consolidation mechanism, we take only golden record to the MDG systems. Okay, so here you will get a complete clean records. Okay, so it is set up MDG running in S4 HANA. We can so now we have S4 HANA. On the S4 HANA system also we can have MDG and MDG setup can be done. Okay, so allow fresh data, clean data, because completely clean data we have, so no duplicates, nothing will be there in the MDG hub deployment, because data, you are doing a completely fresh system. Okay, so you can clean your data, because maybe company are running a business 15 years, 20 years, data will be there. Okay, so what you will do, you need to clean your master data. Okay, lots of duplicate will be there. Okay, so you are going to clean your master data. Okay, and before moving to the MDG systems. Okay, so consolidation plays a vital role. Okay, data steward will be there, lots of teams will be there. Okay, then clean the data and move to the MDG system. Basically, these are pros are there. So cons are there. A separate HANA database system is required, because separate HANA system is required, separate cost will be there, and data migration basically comes into picture basically. Okay, so the data migration here. So in case of hub deployment, so we have data migration means data replication basically. Okay, we are going to move the data from this system to this system. Okay, perfectly fine. Okay, so similarly, this is the hub deployment. Now go to co-deployment. So this is already explained. Co-deployment here. Some pros are there. No replication is required, because same system we have creating a master data and transition data. So no replication is needed here. Okay, no separate system hardware SAP MDG required, because on the current system, no separate, whatever the database will be there, you are going to use that. No separate database or something separate hardware you are going to install for MDG. Okay, so no data, additional data migration is required. Okay, no separate HANA database is required. Okay, all the things are pros are there. Okay, now cons are there. The MDG upgrade, this is one of the major challenging factor comes. Okay, so now take the example here. So current MDG version is 9.2. Okay, current MDG version is 9.2. For that, SAP has given ECC will be 7 point something, 7.2. 2 or 4, I need to check that. Okay, so for this version of MDG, the backend is with this version. Suppose on the due course of time, if SAP come up with different version, suppose 9.6 or 9.7, SAP come up with this. Okay, so it is simultaneously they will upgrade the ECC layer. Suppose the ECC also upgrade something, ECC something, ECC 7 something. I'm giving example 7.8 something. Okay, so now if you are doing upgrade here from 9.2 to 9.6 here, upgrade, only MDG team will take a decision here. Okay, no business system, because you don't involve any business system, because business is not impacted. Okay, so here only MDG team will take a decision if you're going to upgrade. Okay, but in case of this system, whenever you are upgrading 9.2 to 9.6 or ECC something, then you need to involve all your team, both your transition data or master data team, because might be system go into some issues, they will, you need to report to them, both the team come into picture. Okay, at that point of time. Okay, so here both transition data team and the master data team will come into picture whenever you are doing upgrade. But in case of hub deployment, it's completely separate system. Okay, so business is not going to impact. Okay, business is running on this system.
Yeah.
Okay, so here only master data team will come into picture. Okay, this is some cons are there, and there therefore need to clean and consolidate existing data. What does it mean? So whenever you're going to install MDG on this system, already clients have data, maybe 10-year data, 20-year data, we have lots of records there. Okay, so how we are going to clean the existing data? So this is a fresh system, you can clean the data by consolidation, a different approach, then you are going to move the golden records here. But in case of this system, okay, so already clients have data. Okay, how we are going to clean them? Okay, this is basically a periodic process, it will take a long run time. So maybe data steward team or data services come into picture, they will clean your existing data, and they will remove the duplicate data from the system. Okay, the additional effort. This is additional effort is required if you're going to do this kind of things. Okay, so these are some pros are there. Any doubt on this? Shall we move forward?
You can move forward.
Okay, fine. Okay, so next things we'll discuss on this is central governance. Already I've discussed central governance and SAP hub systems. So this is consolidation. So consolidation already I've discussed it too. Basically inward movement of data. Okay, so this is basically SAP MDG, the hybrid approach. Basically both MDG, both consolidation and governance you can have in the same system. Basically already this is the system. So this is basically MDG system. So let me this is MDG. I'm writing MDG. Okay, control B. Okay. Okay, so consider this is the MDG system. Okay, what is hybrid approach? If the client want to have, so basically consolidation is a separate license. Okay, it does not come under MDG. Whenever you have MDG license, so it does not come with MDC. Basically, this is basically MDC, master data consolidation. If the client want MDC, they can install a separate component, just like MDG is one of the component you are going to install top of the ECC. Similarly, MDC is one of the component. Okay, similarly, MDC is one of the component. Similarly, MDC is one of the component. So you can have and you can have the license from SAP and you can install on the top of the ECC MDC. So what is the purpose of MDC? Purpose of MDC is it will take the data from the different system, inward data from the system. It will apply its own mechanism that match, merge, duplicate records. Once all the find the golden records, then the data will be moved to the actual ECC tables. So this is basically hybrid approach. On this system, both MDC and MDG is there. Okay, if the client don't want MDG, then the complete system is MDG. Don't want MDC, then only they are going to implement MDG. Okay, it depends upon the client. Okay, how they are going to use. This is complete separate license is there for them. Okay, so this is basically hybrid approach. Hybrid approach, both MDC and MDG is there. Okay, so let's go to next thing. This is the how we are going to identify what is the business function, which version of MDG is there. So how we activate some component related to MDG. Need to check that. Okay, so let me go to the MDG system. Let me open. Let me see if it is working. Let me open once again.
So will you going to cover the MWC as well?
No. I'll just cover these things. Just I'll show you how did the component is going to installed. Okay.
It is a different component
Not
altogether, right?
as
Like
part of
a
training.
different module, I believe.
Yeah. But SAP is not working. Okay, so here we are going to discuss basically which version of MDG. I'll show you. It is installed basically 9.2. How we are going to identify, okay, which version of MDG is there. Okay, what are the business function we are going to activate basically. Okay, for to have MDG. Okay, the different function because currently MDG is down. I think so. Naveen, can you see that MDG is down? I think.
Naveen, can you like check the server is down? Like we are not able to open the server itself.
Okay, I'll show you next class. I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
fine. No
you can
issues.
go ahead.
So I'll show you in the next class. Okay, because server is down. I'll show you in the next class. Okay, this is pending. So this is high level architecture. Then I will conclude our class. So basically high level architecture. So this is high level architecture is there. So this is consider this is our system. Normal ERP system. We have ABAP layer. We have ERP system. On the top of the ERP, we are going to install MDG as a component. This is MDG as a component. Okay. We have a different data models. They already have discussed. We have a material, finance, and business partner. For business partner, we have customer and both of these are there. The customer,
Yeah,
if you are
one
going to
question,
create a
one
complete
doubt.
custom data model. Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
Riyaz,
Yes. Tell
question.
me.
So for training,
Yes,
which
yes, tell me.
which data model you will be considering for training purpose?
See, I'll consider both business partner, material. I'll show you. FI also I'll show you. Okay, because you not, if business partner will explain, business partner is one of the critical data model. Okay, so rest material and FI you can do, but BP, because BP have both customer, vendor, and business partner, three things in one data model. Okay, this is a complex one. Okay,
Okay.
so rest of the data model. Okay,
So you
so
will be considering additions for FICO and
yes,
CVI for BP, right? Those things should be
CBI I'll
covered, right?
explain. Yeah, I'll explain CBI.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. Yes.
Okay, so this is the things are there. Then we have a workflow concept with user interface, roles are there. I'll explain UI, FTM is basically we have roles is there, workflow is there, staging area concept already we have discussed, validation. We have change request. What is change request? So in MDG, any changes, if we are going to do any change, either we are going to create or what a different process are there. We have create is one process, change is one process, block is one process, unblock is one process, delete is one process, mark for delete is one process. These are the different process you are going to perform in the master task. Mass change is there. Okay, these are different processes are there. You are going to perform in MDG, basically master task. Okay, so how we are going to initiate these things are initiated to the change request. Okay, any changes if we are going to do, all the changes will navigate to change request. Okay, so I'll explain the change request concept, then governance model, search, UI framework, and these are things we are going to cover. Okay, so this is MDG systems. So you can connect MDG to NWBC. Already I've discussed NWBC or Fury app. These two things are there. The rest you need, don't provide access to any other transaction code to the user on the production environment. Only two transaction code, either they're going to use SAP Fury tiles or NWBC. These two things are there. Okay, so once the data will be created here, then the data will be replicated to the system. Consider this hub deployment, then data will replicated to CRM, SRM, IVs, all the systems are third-party systems are there. Okay, then if you want to connect the MDG system, we have information steward, data steward team is there. Then basically clean your master data. Basically, these are the high-level architecture for MDG systems. Okay, sorry. So then I think this is not.
Their workflows is the normal ABAP workflows or is something different?
So we have a BRF workflow, very simple. So only configuration we are going to do. Not we are not going to SWDD transition code and do the workflow. Okay, we need to configure the rule-based workflow. Very simple way to do the rule-based workflow.
So Riyaj, would you be considering parallel and serial both the scenarios of workflow?
I'll show you. Okay. I'll show
Okay, great.
you. Okay. Okay, fine. This is a change of MDG process. Already I explained. So we have different processes: create, change, mark for delete, extend. Lot different processes are there. Okay. So any changes to the master data, they are traced by the change request basically. Okay. These are basically we have a change request where through that we are going to create any master data, change any master data, mark for delete, any operation we are going to do. So change request. Okay. So let's navigate to the slide I have for the day. So you see that this is data model we have. Okay, so we have financial, material, supply, and customer. These are the out of box. These are the things. So financial, we have GL account, cost center, profit center, company, consolidation. These are the things are there. Currently is there. Okay, so material, we have different things are there. Here, lots of things are there, but here I maintain these things. So I'll show you what are the things are there. Okay. So supplier and customer, we have a business partner, supplier and customer. So why SAP has created one data model for all the three things? Because customer vendor share same thing. Bank details share by both customer and vendor. Industry sector share by both customer, vendor, and BP. Tax number shared by both customer, vendor, and BP. For that reason, SAP has created only one data model and make use of all the things here. Okay, so these are the three data model SAP has given to you whenever you purchase the MDG license. Okay, there are different company are there in market who are working collaboratively with SAP. Okay, they have created different data model. One data model, enterprise asset management, retail asset management. So you know the company Utopia is working collaboratively with SAP. Then they have they are working on the data, different MDG governance process. Okay, so we have enterprise asset management is there. This is a solution provided by Utopia. Retail and asset management, this is a solution provided by Utopia also. Okay, so if you want these things to this thing, then separate license need to be have, you need to have procure separate license from the SAP, not to from Utopia, from SAP. Okay, so these are the things are provided by MDG currently. Okay, so any doubt on this? So up to this.
So yes, would you be taking all the bodies in MDG IMG? Because
Yes,
that
yes.
is my concern. Basically, see, my concern is I
Yeah,
have a little bit of experience in MDG, but I'm not very well versed with MDG at all. I'm planning to get back into MDG now. Okay, so my aim is I should be knowing at least all the bodies that are used in it. So that's
we'll
what I'm
explain
looking
the
at.
bodies, Twitter class, all the things will explain.
Dynamic bodies there.
Yes, yes, yes. I'll show you.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Okay.
And how much time we're gonna spend it on FPM side?
FPM side, basically, I will take a 2-hour session